Wild mystery in Nigeria that you have to...
Billboard is explaining why Rihanna was...
He zooms in. He sees a sheet pass by the window, revealing a little girl.
Man played a pre-recorded message at his own funeral.
Hidden tunnel systems. Well then, here's a spicy one. There is a 3,000-year-old ancient temple in Peru called Chavin de Huanta. Probably butchered that. And in 2019, they discovered that underneath the temple was a whole rat run of hidden passageways and chambers. Originally, they sent a little robot camera in to have a little look around, and then the pandemic hit and the whole thing got shut down. But recently, they managed to actually get a human team underneath this temple and have a look and check out what's going on. Some of the passageways are only 40 centimeters wide. That's about 15 inches. My claustrophobia could not. So they found 35 interconnecting tunnels underneath the ancient temple, and it leads to a chamber where they found 2 bowls. And one of the bowls has this kind of weird-looking animal carved into it, which is kind of cool. Now, archaeologists said that the style of these tunnels are different to the style of the architecture of the temple above, and therefore they think that it is much older than the ancient temple. The tricky thing about underground tunnels is that it's kind of impossible to accurately date when they were made because it's dug into rock. You can't date stone. The best you can do is to date any artifacts that you may find in there and just go by the earliest date of the earliest artifact. That's the closest thing you can do. However, it's not 100% certain that that's when it was dug. That's just the earliest thing you can find in there. I don't know. Why I find this theory really exciting is that it supports the theory that a lot of these ancient temples and sites were built on top of even older ancient sites, and that we need to be looking down in places that we've already discovered to find out more. And as always, keep an open mind, because in just one discovery, you can change the entire history of one place.
Yeah, I 100% believe this. I believe all the ancient sites are built on top of even ancienter, even more archaeological, historical, even more, even longer than we anticipate. I tell you, all the experts are wrong. None of them are right. They keep telling us, oh yeah, we can do the dating. And then the dating's always like, oh, actually we found this other artifact and now everything's like even older than we think it is. And I'm like, of course it is. And then we're blindly supposed to believe you. And then we find out that things turn into stone in just a few weeks. And then you start wondering what, sorry, it's bad. So the first one.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain. Yeah. Wild mystery in Nigeria that you have to see. A lot of places in sub-Saharan Africa have these crazy rocks that are natural. I see very few people talking about the Ikom monoliths. Now, if you follow me, you'll notice something strange about these guys, maybe something similar. The hands and the organs of these statues are all similar pretty much across the globe, especially in Sulawesi in Indonesia. Could write it off as a coincidence, but these jars are also found in Indonesia. Not only Indonesia, but India and Cambodia as well. There's not a ton of information about the ones in Nigeria, but there is an ancient connection. You see the spiral? Spirals were kind of ubiquitous in the ancient world. These are in Noth, there's some in Nazca, there's also some in the States, in the Four Points region, on top of that mountain. Nigeria was pretty advanced as far as ancient cultures go. The Knot culture had ironworking in 500 BC. It's also their Independence Day today. Happy Independence Day, Nigeria.
The giant artifacts are because there used to be giants that needed to use them giant artifacts. What else could it be? What other possibility? Why else would everything be the same exact statue and the same exact positions and the same exact everything? Why is everything getting flooded and covered up and we just keep going and pretending like we don't know? We all know. We all know what's going to happen. There could be another one. I'm ready. Are you ready? Oh my God. I love this guy. This is a cymatics guy. He's really opened up our eyes into what's happening here in our current reality. It's interesting. I'm ready. I keep preparing every day. Ancient art is so gorgeous. Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like, you know, the fact that there's so many similarities between the ancient art really tells you that it's the same like following. It's the same stories being told. Maybe the characters change here and there, but like the overall story ends up being the same, you know? The Giants has to be. The Giants has to be. Why else? Who else is doing this? Oh boy, Teddy, it's some ancient tech that we no longer have access to. Yeah, what do you mean no longer have access to? Have you heard about the ancient? Sorry, the aliens in the ocean. Sorry.
Now what will baby mamas across the nation buy? Make sure no one tells Elon, aka Elmo. Nissan, one of the world's largest major car manufacturers, is facing a crisis. They said they have only 12 months to take on a mounting challenge of turning a profit. And the alarming report is that they will be going bankrupt if they can't. How will we be able to tell jokes about girls that drive Nissan Altimas if they close down? The Japanese giant employs over 17,000 workers in the USA, and they employ over 7,000 workers in the UK. Lord, I'm praying for these workers. But does that mean that everyone that leases a Nissan gets to keep it? So the clock is definitely ticking for Nissan. Now they race against time to implement some turnaround plan, and I'm not quite sure they're going to make it. What do you think?
Yeah, everyone that leases a Nissan is going to have to pay the loan off. Otherwise, the bank gets it and then they sell it off. Or whoever give you your loan. So regardless, Nissan ain't going anywhere. Some other company's going to buy it. Maybe GM or some other place. But I don't know if it's this is factual. This looks like it was outdated information. But regardless, I'm ready. We're all going to get the Tesla Cybertrucks because those things are bulletproof and they're going to keep the aliens away from us. And we just, if you can't, you think I can afford one? You stop it. We're going to take someone else's. They're not ready. They're going to be driving themselves. And that's how, sorry. I'm already planning ahead. I'm like, yo, do I need a boat? No, I'm just going to take someone else's boat. You think all the boats are going to be in use? Nah.
Billboard is explaining why Rihanna was picked over Drake for the number 3 spot on the greatest pop stars of the 21st century list. On that list, Drake came in at number 4 and Rihanna is number 3. Billboard has been releasing a podcast episode for each person on that list. The host is Andrew Unterberger and he is joined by Billboard staff writer Kyle Dennis, as well as senior branded content producer and writer Wala Elsadig. This is a transcription of part of the episode from Buzzing Pop. These are all quotes taken directly from the episode. They say anytime these people are together, Rihanna looks like the most glamorous and desirable woman on the planet, and Drake looks like a simp. Rihanna is always burnt into your brain, like she's Cleopatra of the 21st century music. Drake has 13 number ones, but his first 2 number 1 hits are What's My Name and Work. Those are not Rihanna's first 2 number 1 hits. Those are her 8th and 14th. She's like, here's my Canadian friend, have a couple of my number 1 hits on me. 14 number 1 hits, that's more than Drake has in his entire career. By the time he started racking them up as a lead artist, she's gone. She's like, I'm done with the game. She has the most number 1s this century. She's been innovative. None of Rihanna's number 1s are cheap number 1s. A lot of Drake's number 1s are racked up in the streaming era when he can debut at number 1, but it slowly slides down. Rihanna never had that advantage. She had to build up to a number 1 hit and it became the number 1 biggest hit of the decade. I don't think there's any of the 14 that you would say, I don't remember that one. They really went in on Drake. Let me know your thoughts down below.
Bro, Drake is getting no love from nobody, bros. Everyone's just, what was it? He was saying custard to Kendrick Lamar's live stream because Kendrick Lamar says mustard in reference to Drake's. Regardless. Yeah, Rihanna, real good. Rihanna's music, I can go with. What was one of the Disturbia? I don't even know what her top 10, but she's definitely above Drake at this point. Yo, good work, Rihanna. You did work. Never mind. No, I responded to your email, Angel, and I said that you forgot to attach the video attachment, so I didn't get anything. But I did get your email, but you didn't get my response, it looks like. Let me see here. Me too. You have something there. Lol. Whatchamacallit? Is that the candy bar? Is that whatchamacallit? Is that really a candy bar? Whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit candy bar. Holy, oh my god, it really is a candy bar. What the heck? I can get it at Walmart. The Hershey Company, whatchamacallit. Yo, I have never heard of this candy bar. What the heck? What? Whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit? Hershey. What's in it? What is whatchamacallit slang for? Are whatchamacallits discontinued? The whatchamacallit is still in production as of today. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, this is your candy bar of choice. Never heard of this. I promise you, I've never heard of this. That is crazy.
Named Lexi awoke from a nightmare and she realized that her dream wasn't a dream at all.
Puke. Like, I actually was like hyperventilating. I had to run out of my apartment because I'm fucking scared. Anyways, we were laughing, ha ha ha, everything's fine. I got good vibes, and all of a sudden, they all look at me and they're just lifeless. Like, they're like, there's like at least like 30 people in the room, okay? In my dream, I go like this and I start to grip my cross, and I'm just like, and then the person that I was talking to, he goes, "Why are you doing that?" And he was just like, "Why are you scared? What do you think he's gonna do for you? Like, you think God even exists?" And I just backed up, and then I started praying to God, and then I felt myself being lifted up, and then I woke up. So anyways, I was like, oh my God. I went in the kitchen because I was so terrified, and I just said, I rebuke anything in the name of Jesus. Right after I said that, I heard 3 knocks on my front door, and I looked outside. Nobody was there. And it was late, okay? Whatever I casted out of my house was like, it got casted out.
For those who know, 3 knocks are often seen as a mockery of the Holy Trinity. Some say it's a clear sign of demonic presence. As if this wasn't scary enough, several months before this video was recorded, Lexi had an experience that scared her so bad, she moved out of her old apartment. She claims that she caught this only days after playing with the Ouija board.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I think you have a stalker in your house or someone. Nah, that could also be an entity. Usually the entities are just shadow people, but that looked like that was a true face. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack here. Oh, my God. I wish I could see that thing again, but I don't think I can. Yo, the other thing is, what was this? What was this? I am scared and I am going to poop. Are you pooping right now? Hey, you stop pooping and you start interacting. Sorry. Are you eating right now? Sorry. Oh my God. Yeah. What's crazy is I cannot relate to this type of experience. Most of my dreams are quite I like give myself nightmares, and I want to see how my nightmares play out. And sometimes I wake up and I'm like, dang it, I woke up. I want to go back to sleep so I can like watch myself like survive. I mean, I'm gonna win every time. I can lucid dream. I can win everything. But it's like I put myself in these situations just to see how am I gonna win. Don't be like me. Don't be a Teddy. Let Teddy do the Teddy things. You keep doing the normal things. Wait, weird is the new. You keep doing the weird things. Weird's normal. It's normal to be weird. You stop it.
Actually has superpowers, Mike. It was this little girl named Olivia Farnsworth, and she was 7 years old. When she was a baby, she never cried. And at first they were like, oh, we're just lucky. And then when she was a little bit older, maybe like about 4 years old, she ended up biting through her lip. Oh my God. She didn't even notice. Whoa. She didn't cry or anything. So then they went and got her little stitches and things like that. She didn't even cry for the stitches. She gets to 7 years old. One day she's with her mom. I think her mom was out in the front yard with her. She ends up running in the middle of the street. A car comes hurling at her, hits her, smacks her. She flies 30 yards. No way. Dude, the little girl gets up, runs to her mom, dusts off her dress, dusts herself off, bro, has a tire mark on her and stuff. And she didn't cry at all, Mike. She gets up and she starts playing back again like nothing happened. So then they end up being like, bro, we gotta take you to the hospital, still get checked. You just got hit by a car. Yeah, something messed up inside of her. Yeah, so she has this rare chromosome condition where she can't feel any pain in her body at all. At all, bro. So, and it's not even just pain. She doesn't feel hungry. She doesn't feel thirsty. And she can't get tired either. She doesn't feel all of these things of tired or whatever. So she's like a super soldier. Dude, she's literally Ajax from Deadpool. No, for real. Literally, because that's how his power was. He didn't feel any pain. Oh my God. Yeah, bro.
Wait, so did she break any bones in that car accident? Or was it just like she can't feel pain and that's it? What the heck? What?
You have no idea. Do you know who these two are? They told you that there were no gods. They told you that there was one God and that the other gods were demons. Whatever you believe, they weren't telling you the truth. These statues are inspired by actual abstract entities that prove the gods exist. Oh yes, the spirits are real. There is God, the Most High, and there are many others. If you think you know who they are, comment below. Do not cheat and tell us who you think it is. Then come back to see if you are right. Those who have a certain kind of consciousness will be able to make it to the end of this video, and you will learn not only who are these gods in this statue, but why and how they prove the existence of the gods. But in order to understand, you must understand this story first. But if you don't have a certain kind of consciousness, I would stop watching now. In the beginning, El, the Most High, stood with his wives, including Ashera, and from their union, El fathered 70 gods to govern the natural world, each ruling over the elements of the earth, and the sea, and the sky. El, the creator of the universe, sought to fill the earth with harmony and balance. Yet his creation seemed incomplete.
Wait, what? That's it? I had the consciousness to get to the end of the video, and the guy didn't even tell me anything. Whose gods are those? Whose gods? El? That was El? Was that Ra? Who was that? What was that? What? Was it the gods that El created? I'm not sure. What is happening here?
Do you ever make...
Dude, is that really it? Who are these people?
I just watched an absolutely terrifying video, OBD3. Oh my goodness. I guess the whole idea will be your car, not only does the OBD system collect all the info, it then communicates with the manufacturer. And it's like, hey, this idiot just cut his cat out. Oh, this guy just put a new tune in. And then they'll call your insurance and be like, well, he's not driving a beater, he's driving a race car, so jack his premiums up. And then they call the EPA and you get a fine from the EPA because you cut your catalytic converter out. And I was scared until I remembered two things. One, two, holy Halliburton, I thought of a third. My advice to you, never sell your old iron. Because at some point, them old cars are going to be the only freedom we have left.
Wait, what? There's some system that reports what you're doing and to the EPA for cars? Isn't that everything? Doesn't every car get an emissions check? Is that what the system is? I don't understand. Is this everybody? Is this just him? What is happening here? I'm trying to understand. Okay, let's think about this logically. This guy did something to his cat, and somehow, because he did something to a cat, some system is going to report him. Oh, cat as in catalytic converter? Oh, he removed... Oh, not like an actual cat? Okay, wait. This must be some mechanical thing. I thought this was something else. Oh boy.
This exoplanet is currently being cannibalized by its star, and its future is not looking good. 600 light years away, WASP 12b is extremely close to its star. It's closer than Mercury is to our sun, and that makes it very, very hot. It's the hottest known planet in our entire galaxy. This planet also absorbs instead of reflects almost all of the light that shines on its surface, which makes it pitch black. There it is. It's also so close to its star that the gravity of the star is creating tidal forces and pulling on it, so it's shaped like an egg. It's a pitch black space egg, and its star is hungry. The star is pulling matter from the planet into itself and becoming a Frankenstar. And in about 10 million years, WASP 12b will be completely devoured. Every last crumb.
Cool story, bro. No, sorry. Maybe. I'm not the astronomer here that knows. It sounds like this lady's got some credit. Oh, NASA told her. Oh yeah. So you know it's real. No, you get out of here. Next, you're gonna tell me Mercury's gonna get eaten up by our solar system in 10 million years, and we're gonna have the same fate. And then that's what's gonna cause the Earth to spin out of its axis and then finally go into a. Sorry. Hell, they could all be lying, and we could just be completely surrounded by water, and then there's that firmament thing back again. So anything's plausible. Anything's possible, and then all the stars we see are just lights in the firmament that we are just like, yo, are these? Sorry, they do look like the stars look different. They look like refractions of water now. Sorry.
The Chargers recently had a game this past Sunday, and the first thing a lot of people noticed was the AI robots. Now, for the hometown opening, they had these AI robots come out and sit in front of the stadium as well as just walk around. So a lot of people were starting to notice them. Usually it's real people, but they decided to replace it with AI robots for this year. Now, this is supposed to be for the promotion of the movie The Creator, but if you haven't heard, a lot of these AI robots are going to be replacing jobs. Now, you can't tell me that this isn't creepy.
AI robots at their season opener. Look at how weird.
Now, obviously, this is just like a beginner design, but imagine how everything is going to be in the future. You're probably not even going to see the difference. Now, you guys let me know what you think about these AIs taking over and replacing jobs.
They're already replacing jobs. Many of the things are now AI aided or AI assistants. It's getting quite immersive with the amount of AI that we can all interact with. Generative AI is a thing as well. We're all generating stuff based on our needs. Hey, I recently used AI to tell me what I should make for dinner. I told it all the ingredients I had, and then it was like, boom, do this. And I made a great shrimp and scallop Alfredo. Let me tell you, I really did the heavy whipping. I'm sorry. AI's already replacing. I'm sorry. Oh boy, soon we won't even need chefs. We're just gonna need the Tesla Optimus bot. We can train it on the. Sorry. And it's gonna be next Gordon Ramsay. Sorry, Gordon Ramsay can't make grilled cheese. Fight me. I watched both videos. You failed 2 times. Time to do a third. Oh boy, have you guys ever seen Gordon Ramsay try to make the grilled cheese? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. The cheese wasn't even melted. It wasn't even a grilled cheese on the first one. And the second one, I'm like, that's not even a grilled cheese. This is. Tell you, they're trolling us.
This is why you should always mind your business. This guy was looking at the house across the street that's supposedly haunted when he captured this. As he zooms in, he sees a sheet pass by the window, revealing a little girl staring right at him, and some people say they also see a tall, dark figure standing behind her. The house is for sale, but if this is real, that house is not getting sold.
Dude, why is there even a sheet that... Dude, what is happening? So the house opposite my mom's is empty and been for sale for 6 months, haunted as if. Can someone please tell me I'm not seeing things here? I mean, if it's not a person in there, it's one heck of an optical illusion. But the fact that you saw a sheet go through, I mean, dude, there's... Make sure you tell the new owners and be like, yo, look at this. Look what I captured. I don't know if it's real. And maybe they'll go in there and be like, oh, no, it's just like a curtain in the reflection. It's like, this is a trick of the light. Everything's fine here. There's no way, bro. This place be haunted. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Look at the Göbekli Tepe from aerial views. There's 4 sets of tree orchards there. I later found out that they're olive tree groves. They were planted by the prior owners of the site, the farmers that owned the land for generations. And allegedly, according to them, they had planted the trees in order to increase the value of the land before selling it. And I'm like, that makes no sense to me. I'm like, Göbekli Tepe in itself is already priceless. If you could auction Göbekli Tepe, what would that go for?
Wait, what the heck? The price of visiting over varies on the... No, 4,009... For a 2-day trip to Göbekli Tepe is $5,000 per adult for a historical tour. And it can range from $657 to $5,000. Bro, holy, yo, they be ripping people off worse than Egypt out here, bro. What the heck? Yeah, come with me. I'll show you the aliens. Oh, man. Wait, so they planted olive trees? What told them? Like, you look at that area, you're like, yeah, I'm going to plant stuff here. Nah, that's a desert, bro. What do you mean? Yeah, at least it works. Maybe they made good sales from what they planted there. Who knows?
This man played a pre-recorded message at his own funeral.
Hello? Hello. Hello. Let me out. Where the fuck am I? Hello. Hello. Let me out. The fucking dog in here.
Dude, amazing. I know it really brought the crowd together. He knew the situation he's in, and he hits the last. This would be something I would do. I was a class clown. I would do something like this. No one be sad. Everyone be happy. It's going to be an Irish funeral. It's going to be great. I will see you guys next time. Stay safe. Stay strong. Most importantly of them all, don't be a hero. Just don't do it.